Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruth and I am a British English pronunciation teacher. So let's talk about something that has been on my mind for quite some time now, and it is how to speak slowly and be understood, right? So personally, I grew up in a household where many times I heard really fast speech where people talked really fast. When you speak really fast, people struggle to understand what you're saying. And so I'd had to work on myself over time to know that okay, you don't rush, just slow down, enunciate your words correctly so that people can understand you. And in today's video, we're going to be looking or going over some tips that can help you speak slowly and still make sense. Okay, so the first one is to be mindful. I'm not saying to be demure. No, I'm not saying that. I'm kidding, guys. So the first thing is to be mindful. So when you're speaking mindlessly, you tend to just blab on and on and on and on and blah, 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 right? But then when you're mindful of all you're saying, think about your words. When you think about what you want to say, chances are that you just blab on and just go on a slimmer. So be mindful of what you're saying. Now, the second tip is to ensure that when you're speaking, be it before a crowd or with your friends, that you are relaxed. Many times, why we rush over our words is because we are tense or afraid or whatever. So make sure you're relaxed. Make sure you are relaxed. You can, if you're nervy, oh, I love that. If you're nervous, you can just take a walk, do some very minor exercises to just ease your nerves, right? But then ensure that you're relaxed when you're speaking, because if you're not relaxed, that's when you get to like rush over your words. And for example, is when I was in uni and maybe I had a presentation, the scenario playing out in my mind is I just want to get over this and go home. And so I'm like, right? So all that was caused by nerves. So make sure you are relaxed when you're talking. Now the next tip that can help you is to practice your gestures or gesticulations. Many times when you're gesticulating like this and showing demonstrations with your hands, it helps regulate the way you sound and your speed. So you can gesticulate, you can put your hand upward, forward, and show or demonstrate what you mean. That can help you to slow down when you speak. Now the next one is to ensure that you're enunciating all your words correctly. Now I once had a conversation with someone and she called the name of a person, and because she said it so fast, I did not understand. I didn't get the name. Like I was like, sorry, come again. And she said it again. I'm like, sorry, come again. And then she said it slower. And I was like, oh, is that the name you're trying to call? Right. So ensure you're enunciating all your words correctly. When you do that, chances that you just rush over your words are slimmer. They will be reduced. So ensure that you're enunciating all your words correctly. Next thing you can do is, if it's for a presentation or a pitch, ensure that you write down all you have to say or what you have to say. It might be word for word if it's like a very formal speech, or just some keywords that you would want to say, and ensure that you practice them. Stand before a mirror. Now this is almost like cliche. You're like, mirror again, like, do I have to do that? Yes, you have, because it helps you get relaxed, it helps you get in the mood, it helps you get used to what you're supposed to say on the script. Newscasters or people who are on the media, before you come on air to read any news, you must have read the script many times so that you can get used to it. So ensure that you practice what you have to say, practice your words correctly, use pauses effectively. There is no rule that says you can't pause. Now, pausing in speech, especially public speaking, raises anticipation from your audience. So you can just take a brief pause and continue. No one says you have to take everything in one breath. Don't do that. So you use pauses effectively as you speak. So these are the tips that I can give you, and ensure that you practice today before you go out for that presentation, for that pitch deck. Ensure that you practice all you have to say, practice gesticulation before you go out before the audience. Ensure that you've relaxed, you've done exercises or just brief exercises to help calm those nerves. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.